All tile is definitely not created equal, and different size tile definitely has a huge visual impact on a living space. Kate Spencer from Tile Outlets of America is here to tell us today about decorative tiles. Now, these are smaller than other things that we've looked at with you for projects.
Yes, these are, so the decorative tiles are more in a smaller 8 by 8, 9 by 9, 10 by 10, so they are a much smaller scale.
But yet you can still use them in all sorts of different places.
Yes, you can still use them outside, inside, floors, walls. You can basically use these anywhere.
All right, well, give us some project ideas, because that's always the hard part. Let's start down at the end with the really cool pattern in front of Sally.
I think something you have to remember on this, decoratives is you can't just take one picture or one tile and look at it and say, what does that design? Yeah. So with this particular one, you're actually going to see 3 different designs that you can do by just turning that tile a different way. Oh. It's going to create a layout. This will give you more of like a scrolling layout. You know, you could put a solid border around it, create a rug look.
And wait, and that's the same tile?
Same tile, just turned a different way. So this one is taking it away from the direction of the flower pattern, turning it, and what a great little bar, and look at that. And they're a restaurant floor, offsetting it with a solid color and just creating that really fancy kind of look in your restaurant. And ties in with wood plank as well.
Yeah, well, you're exactly right that you can't just look at one, because I would have never known that with that. And you brought a couple other things that you're going to show us too. It looks like one thing in one place and then you mix it in.
Again, I mean, this, you would never picture what this is until you actually see the final layout of it. So you really have to lay it out. It's a circular pattern. Oh. I mean, and it's really unique and different, but look how fun that makes a home. If you have like white walls, it just makes it pop.
I would not have guessed that.
No, and I love the way that it just makes more of a visual interest, certainly, in everything you do. And then this is a gray-based pattern, and it looks like almost, are those like lines, squares?
It does. It comes out like, you look at you look at this, it looks like a crisscross pattern.
Yeah.
And then you lay it out and it's got more of a flower, with a square around it.
Okay, so this is where I'm scared. I'm totally scared of tile, I have to tell you that. Because if I were to see a sample of that, I would never know what to do with it. So when we come to your design center, does it show, okay, here's the tile so I can touch it, but here's what you can do with it?
Absolutely.
Here's what the floor will look like, bigger picture.
We have a display on every tile, so you're going to be able to see a display of it laid out. So you'll get the pattern of what it is, so you're not shocked when you get home.
And you have the ability to be a little bit more, varying with it, so you can maybe put one of the decorative or for the decorative and then put a sea of solid around it or something like that?
So you can add accent to it. So if you want to do a solid around it to create a border, or some people call it a tile rug.
Or even color.
Or color, adds a pop of color to it.
Well, let's talk about color, because some of the patterns themselves bring some color to, your room, and no matter how they used.
Yeah, and if you're not looking to go, do really decorative of scrolling or, that design, you have some more simple designs that really just, gives you that pop of color in a room, in a bathroom. I mean, it's just enough that it's not over too much.
Right.
And I mean, look at that. In a bathroom with white fixtures, I mean, it's a great looking floor.
That's gorgeous. And I got to tell you again, if I saw it just on that 8 by 8 tile, to me it looks busy. But when you put it down with its pattern, it doesn't look busy at all.
So you can guide us. You can say, okay, this would be good for the bathroom.
Yes.
Because it would never occur to me.
We need a lot of guidance.
And I think that, and even there's another picture we have of this where they did the entire backsplash in a kitchen.
Oh,
so you add it to a kitchen wall and it looks totally different too.
Right.
So you have a lot of
All right, now tell us what a patchwork tile pattern means.
Okay, so patchwork, what they did is there's tons of patchwork options out there. So I've only brought one today, and this is in the gray family, but it is multiple designs put together.
That's cool.
And it creates a random look. So you can actually, and again, you can add an accent solid piece to this as well to add pops of colors, but it gives you that, random design that you might just want to put in a room, and it's very popular right now. You're seeing more and more. Watch some of the shows, they're using it more and more. When you're out in a restaurant, look at the floor. You'll be surprised at some of those places that have that on the floor, and you'll be like, I saw that.
Well, and it just gives you more options. And then here's a glass option, which I absolutely love.
Oh, yes,
How do we use that?
Okay, so glass is only meant to be used on the walls, not to be on the floors.
Makes sense.
Okay, so these are also patchworks. These come in larger, 12 by 12s, but this gives you an idea of on the backsplash of what that will look like as well. So you're seeing patchworks not just in tiles, but also done in glass. And again, I mean, great looks that, have come back with these blues and whites and, really fun colors that you can also explore with.
Oh, it
And
gives
it's
you so many
okay to do,
options.
like, let's say you just had a variety of tiles throughout your house, and then you're like, you know what, I just have all this extra. So would it be okay to do the patchwork with that?
Sure, yeah, you
Wow.
can add it. I mean, we've had people that add, you could run a wood plank floor up into your kitchen and then do this in your kitchen.
Wow.
I mean, it's a great look.
Well, in so many different applications for the same 8-inch tile,
Yes.
you can put it so many different places. So.
Yeah, if you want to do it on an outdoor patio, if you want to,
Okay.
again, we saw some on the bathroom floors, if you want to add it to a shower or a backsplash, you have lots of options.
Every time Kate is here, I want to redo my home
I
immediately.
want to come visit you.
Want you to come to my house.
You can talk to a designer because the ideas are endless at Tile Outlets of America in Fort Myers, Tampa, or you can visit them right here on the Suncoast at their Sarasota location on Cattleman. Also, find them online, tileoutlets.com. Okay, coming up next, we're going to take a little of this creative inspiration and get artsy on our own with crafts that come to us.